So we already knew that baking soda was a base, and we know that bases react with acids. The internet says that the baking soda reacts with acidic brown sugar. Apparently, when you add molasses to sugar to create brown sugar, the molasses has some acidic qualities in it, and when the baking soda reacts with the brown sugar, it creates CO2, carbon dioxide, as a gas, which bubbles up, like causes more air within your cookie. You need a certain amount of air within the cookie to cause it to flatten at all. Whereas the cookies with no baking soda kind of just held their form in the ball that I had left them in. And so I think you need to create that carbon dioxide within the cookie to have it be able to spread out. The next thing I want to try to test this hypothesis that the baking soda is reacting with the brown sugar is just to mix baking soda and brown sugar in water. I'm gonna first put in the brown sugar and hopefully get it to mostly dissolve. And then I'm gonna put the baking soda in, and if they react, I think we should be able to see the bubbles from the carbon dioxide being created. So that's what I'm gonna try now. Okay, I think it already dissolved. It's brown water, but I don't feel any particulates. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see if it bubbles when I add baking soda. Got a little garbage in there. The baking soda might need to dissolve also. Well, interesting. It doesn't really bubble. So, interestingly, when I just I dissolved the brown sugar in this pot and added the baking soda, and we didn't see any bubbles. So, this was not proof to me that they react. If maybe a reaction did happen to create carbon dioxide and it just made such small bubbles that I couldn't see them. But I guess we'll see how the cookies turn out. I'm gonna make cookies with no brown sugar and with brown sugar. In the cookies with no brown sugar, I'm just gonna replace it with normal granulated sugar. If brown sugar is acidic and granulated sugar is not, which is what the internet has led me to believe, then I would assume that these cookies with no brown sugar should look just like the cookies before with no baking soda. Because the baking soda won't have anything to react with in the cookie to cause this carbon dioxide air bubbles to spread the cookie out. So we should just have a cookie that's kind of one big blob like before. Just gonna start baking. Here are the cookies with brown sugar. in the recipe, it asks for half a cup of brown sugar. So I'm gonna do half a cup of white sugar. Hopefully they're equivalent. And then I'm gonna do the third cup of normal sugar that it asks for too. Okay, I'm wondering if it's gonna change the color, because it seems like the thing that's kind of the goldeny color in cookies is the brown sugar. But we will see. It's also conceivable that I did not let my butter get to room temperature. It looks different. I'm gonna show it to you. Chocolate chip. Here are the cookies with only granulated sugar. These are the cookies with brown sugar, and these are the cookies with no brown sugar. You can see a clear difference in color, where the ones with brown sugar are browner, and the ones without brown sugar are less brown, which makes sense. However, the cookies with no brown sugar do not look like the cookies with no baking soda. The cookies with no brown sugar have the same look to them and flatness as the cookies with brown sugar. So to me, it looks like the baking soda is still reacting with something even when there's no brown sugar. So the baking soda must be reacting with something other than the brown sugar in the cookie. I'm gonna taste them. Cookie with brown sugar. Tastes good. Tastes like a normal chocolate chip cookie. Gonna have another bite. The cookie with no brown sugar. Also tastes good to me. Though it does have a slightly different taste than the other cookie. Slightly less, I might call it slightly less flavorful than the cookie with brown sugar. But I feel like from these two different experiments that I've done today, it does not seem like the baking soda is reacting with the brown sugar in the cookie. So I think the next step is to see if the baking soda is reacting with the egg in the cookie, because I've heard eggs are acidic as well. And so I'm gonna check that out.